In my 2.5 decades of seeing the round-letter game, otherwise known as football, I dare to say FC Inter Milan and FC Barcelona served us this classic in the just concluded UEFA Champions League second leg. You could argue the likes of Manchester United and Bayern did the same in 1999 finals. Also, Liverpool against AC Milan in Miracle of Istanbul. And lastly, you could also throw in the 2022 Champions League, where Real Madrid escaped the jaws of death from the likes of PSG and Man City. Today, to discuss this and more, is my lead analyst, Osas Benedion.
Thank you very much, Afis.
And Lord Dennis Benedion.
It's always good to be back.
Thank you very much for joining me on set today. Now, Coach Osas and Lord Dennis, you might want to disagree with me. I was just saying I've been seeing the game of football in the last 2.5 decades. That equates to 25 years. I know both of you have seen more games than I have done, or than I have. But looking at that game, Inter Milan versus Barcelona, where the first leg was 3-3. Where both teams threw caution to the wind and went with the gung-ho approach. And in the second leg, they served us almost the same thing. 3-3 again, and the game went into extra time.
Correct.
It's for me, it's a game for the ages.
Sure.
I don't think we ever thought that we would be sitting down here today and saying Barcelona and Inter Milan, and that is. If you want to throw in the fact that Inter Milan were the best defensive team in the Champions League going into that game, how that fixture could have given us 6 goals in the first leg and 7 goals in the second leg, it's mind blowing. Coach Osas, let me start from you.
If you remember in our previous podcast, I told you about the Inter and Barcelona. I told you it's the final before final.
True.
I said it here. It's final before final. And I also said if Inter Milan decided to change their approach, Barcelona will whip them. And they didn't change their approach. They were arrogant. They still went with the same approach. That is why they got that result. If you look at it, look at the formation and everything, the main man for the Inter Milan, Dumfries. I told you that we mop up the back. Like, when you are fighting a war, the American war strategies, they will first of all bomb you with their air force, while the Marines will mop up. So that's what Inter Milan did to Barcelona. If you like, play that match again, repeatedly again, next week, Inter Milan will still beat Barcelona.
Wow.
They will still beat them. So that team is a formidable team. Like I said, it's a formidable team. They don't change their approach. They go with the same approach. That's why I use the word arrogant. They will not mind. They will still go with the same approach. Give to Dumfries, pull out the ball. Lautaro, Thuram, Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan always play deep in the defense to help Fratesi. To help DiMarco.
Yeah. Yes.
So when Nico Barella is with the ball, he moves.
Yeah.
The moment the ball gets to Dumfries, he moves faster. The moment they pull it out, the ball miss the legs of Thuram, miss the leg of Lautaro, Mkhitaryan is there to bury the ball. So that has been their formation. Barca will always come. Barca has just one formation.
Yeah.
They don't change it. The tiki-taka team has eaten deep down into their DNA. No matter what, they'll just be holding the ball, rolling Pedri and co. So Inter will always cut them. So that's just the game.
Wow.
For me.
Okay, fantastic take from you, Lord Dennis. So this magic happened in Giuseppe Meazza, in the San Siro. If you like, you call it the San Siro. Before, in my introductory speech, I was talking about other beautiful European nights. First of all, do you agree with me that this is, for me, it's the best Champions League game I've seen in terms of serving everything, suspense or whatever, or entertainment or anything? Do you agree with me? In a simple yes or no, do you agree? Or
Sure.
It's your number one? You rank it number one?
No. I won't put it in my number one. But just like you said, it's true. It's a classic. It's Champions League classic.
Okay, let me step it up a notch. So that game ended 3-3 in regular time, went to extra time.
Yeah.
in that it is expected, like Coach Sas has said, usually Barcelona is going to come and dominate play, get hold the whole possession.
Sure.
That doesn't mean they win the game. There's a lot of, you see, this game can take bulk of our time here.
Sure.
There's a lot to unpack in this game. Like my father, I think in 2010 when Inter Milan beats Barcelona, in the semi-final then when Mourinho won the treble.
Yeah.
There was this argument. Then that was the height of tiki-taka. So I think I had this argument with my father.
Xavi and the
Yes.
and cool.
So I had this argument with my father then. So the argument was everybody was saying the better side lost at Barcelona. That Barcelona were playing beautiful football. And my father said something to me. He said, "That don't forget that in as much as the attack is part of the game, defense is also part of the game.
Sure.
So as you are lauding who is doing fine attacking play, the person, you should also laud the person that is defending and defending well." Now let me read some stats in this game. Inter Milan versus Barcelona. So the XG, I know you guys are old school. When I do this kind of stats, for people in the older generation, I say, people don't really want to talk about too much of scientific analysis.
Me, I'm an OG.
So the year now, so the XG, the goal ratio, expected goal ratio in this game, 2.2. That is how high it was. 2.28 to Inter Milan, 2.74 to Barcelona. Shots. 13 shots by Inter Milan, 7 on target, 22 shots by Barcelona, 10 on target. Possession as usual. Barcelona busted 71%.
Wow.
Inter Milan got 29%. The game ended on 7-6 aggregate.
Yeah.
So did this start I read? Did it follow the script of what we were expecting in this game?
Sure. Go ball possession, Baka. Now their duty with that. They go hold them. But you agree with me that ball possession not the win match.
I agree.
I agree with you. After the start when you don't relax now. Who went through? Inter Milan.
Confirm.
And what they did, just like he said, the game plan. This will play high line. This is the rat. Don't freeze, cut back, or pull out. And that was what they did. They got their goals. Apart from the Fratesi goal, where you could see goal man scramble. But just
Fratesi goal.
We'll come there. No, we'll get there. We'll come there. No,
it's a well-taken
Asebi, the third goal.
We are coming there. I have drafted this thing in my paper where we are coming there. We'll dissect this thing one by one.
We are ready for you.
Coach Sas.
Sir.
Key mentions in this game. Key player mentions. First of all, let me start with Rafinha. 21 goal involvement in the Champions League, equaling CR7's feat in La Decima season. That was 2013-14, where Ronaldo scored 17 goals and had 4 assists. This year, Rafinha has had 13 goals and 8 assists. Now, Coach Sas, I cannot imagine what was Francesco Acerbi doing scoring that third goal for Inter Milan. This is a 37-year-old man, a defender by trade, not just a defender, a central back by trade, who has never scored in the Champions League, who is a testicular cancer survivor. Come at the dying moments, dying embers of that game, and he went there, scoring a striker's goal.
That is a very striker's goal.
That is his first
near post.
Okay. That's to show you the determination of Inter Milan. The zeal to win. They were determined to crush Barcelona. That is why you see a central defender leaving his position to equalize. Just like what happened in Riyadh, Nigerian versus Russia under 20.
Okay, Saudi tonight.
Nduka Ogbadi playing a right back, overlapping to equalize that goal 4-4.
Yeah.
So to tell you the determination they have. When a team is determined, any person can score goal. And you can see how Dumfries crossed that ball.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
It was Dumfries that collected that ball from that backup player.
Yes,
and passed the ball to Asabi, a 37 years old, like you said. He can tell you, he even scored more than a striker. You see the way he plays the ball. So that is to tell you the determination the die-hard of the Inter Milan players. They're ready to give their life for that match. And you can see how old are the squads. Not only Acerbi.
Yes.
Mkhitaryan is 37 also.
Yes, now like 5 players are deep in their 30s.
Of them, yes, they are on their retirement age.
But as he's saying as well as
this Champions League, I believe is their retirement plan. Let's win this thing and retire. And like I always say, leave all this, like you said, OG, like me, leave all this
stats.
Statistic you put on ground.
I know you don't believe him.
No. Hold on. I want to say something. I want to say something.
Yes.
My pikin get far writing every year, but they fail every year for school.
I agree with you. You know why? I'm not supposed to train this.
No. Every year, every week, back at they play good football.
You get what I want to talk. Sorry that I'm digressing. Few months ago, I had like a debate with few colleagues of mine. We're talking about Declan Rice.
Okay.
And I now said I was comparing the way I've trained a Bayern player, although he's not prominent in the Bayern team anymore. Leon Goretzka.
Better player. My
Arsenal fans, with all due respect to them, they say Declan Rice better pass Leon Goretzka.
No.
You know what? These are the arguments. Yes. These are the arguments. Stats. They can't bring Gogo. And Declan. I say, which year on I know Declan Rice? Declan Rice.
Declan Rice of just
West Ham. Yes. Like if I take you back to how Leon Goretzka does that, when Leon Goretzka was bought to replace Javi Martinez. Javi Martinez was a 40 million euro buy for Bayern Munich.
Bros, a lot of people does not really understand.
You know, everybody football has become start padded.
And yes,
start padded. You just look say
somebody will just come
take 3 passes, 5 passes. You don't look at the intrinsic.
They don't even know. They don't sit down and watch and see the impact of a player in the team.
The truth of the matter, you cannot roll a stats as you watch. You use the start. Anywhere the start no go with you drop them. But that is not enough for you to just
key passes. Passes they throw. Forward passes.
No, Declan Rice have not good.
I'm not disputing. But I will never put him on the same table with Leon Goretzka.
No, Goretzka.
Yes, he don't shout. Now old man.
A lot of people don't even know Goretzka. A lot of people don't even know him.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know him.
If that's the day where Chelsea wanna beat Bayern, what did Bayern go do? They went to spend 40 million euros on Javi Martinez from Atletico Bilbao.
Yes.
To come play for. Now when Javi Martinez come on, they use his block out. Sorry for digression.
No.
Lord Dennis, key mentions in that game. He just spoke about Acerbi. There's Dumfries. I want you to tell me, walk me through. Davide Fratesi. Now this was when Inter Milan had their backs on the wall.
Yes.
They removed Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Removed Mkhitaryan. Those guys were fizzled out. Energy levels depleted.
Hakan Çalhanoğlu is above 30 now.
Yes, now. They removed Lautaro Martinez. Now they now bring in squad players. They're looking at squad depth and quality. They bring in a Fratesi. They bring in another guy to join in midfield. No. Zelinski. Yes, Zelinski.
Yeah.
I want to load their squad data. And Fratesi comes and scores an ice-cold winner. In his pre-match interview, although it's X-rated, he said if he didn't score that goal, he will be effed. I can't use the F word there. That was the way he put it.
Sure.
The way the time froze for him to pick that corner with his weak foot.
Yeah, the left foot.
Lord Dennis, walk me through, please. Those changes, because at that time, they had not immediately those guys came in, they considered that goal. So they had to fight for the equalizer, which Coach Otas has spoken about Acerbi. Now, walk me through. What must be going through Inzaghi's head to say, score players, make us just throw them in, last roll of the dice, and Fratesi comes to deliver that kind of.
Okay, at that point in time, as a coach, he's a coach. A man who is down fears no fall. Then they lead them. You look your bench. You look people who play. You know, you just throw in anything may happen. You throw in the kitchen sink. Everybody enter. God so kind. Fratesi did the right place at the right time.
Please, even take out, but the way they take Inter Milan take walk that ball into that place.
In fact, when I saw the way he positioned his body, I knew.
The person who laid that ball on the Taremi.
Former Porto.
Boy, those are just coaches from squad. As I'm talking about bench players.
That's why coaches will tell you.
Everybody important.
Let me have a large squad. Let me look at my bench. As long as no be academy boys in my bench. Something somewhere can.
Boys, which one be evil?
No. If just wait, mind you, they ask the coach. Say, look at your bench. He said, yes, I'm okay. I saw Kobe Menu, I saw Mason Mount, Ahmad, they bench.
Yeah.
Unlike before you go see academy boys in 1970. But at that time, Inzaghi had no choice than to play. And don't forget that those guys on the way out, Baka don't touch them well.
Yes.
So you have to new energy and all that.
Yeah.
And thank God to Fratesi, he get good sense.
Yeah.
Pick his position. Pick where to handle the ball and straight.
And secondly, coaching,
yeah.
Sometimes coaches get carried away.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But Simone Inzaghi was calm. He took the risk.
Yeah.
Some coaches don't take risks.
Yes, no. Nothing venture, nothing gained.
So let me manage these boys. But he took the risk.
Now waiting your court member no go do with that.
Hold on now.
I won't give you that low point first. Don't Ancelotti.
He took the risk. He brought in Fratesi and Co. So you get my point. So he took the risk.
Yeah.
Some coaches will be, like I said earlier on, some coaches will be carried away. They won't take the risk.
Yeah.
And he knows the right person at the right point in time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Arajo gave Fratesi the room and everything. Me, right from day one, I always tell Baka fans on the streets, Arajo is not
I was going to ask you that question.
It's not a
let me ask it. Let me ask it so that you answer it well.
What did Arajo they can't do for
Ronald Araujo.
He gave 2 goals out.
Ronald Araujo came into that game. I didn't even know that it was 2 goals. Now that winning goal, I didn't focus on.
He was even raising his hand, complaining.
Ronald Araujo. He came
a central defender.
You
no. As a central defender.
No.
As a central, let me correct this impression. As a central defender, you don't follow ball. Go and watch Stevie Keshi. May so rest in peace. You don't follow ball. You direct. You delegate. You delegate. But his own kind of central defender, he moved with the ball.
That small boy in it's just in his just around hitting me.
Small boy or not small boy?
Maybe
do you know how old is Keshi when he started playing for national team?
I think it's just because Ronald Araujo. But before now, let me throw in something. Marcus Thuram that has almost played.
Watch John Terry.
Was the one that bullied Ronald Araujo before he squared, played that ball to Taremi. Taremi now laid it back to Fratesi. So the question is, if Araujo came in at 76 minutes, how is he being bullied by Marcus Thuram, who had been playing in the
That is why I said. The guy is not. Araujo is not a complete number 5.
Is it that he's losing confidence because when he
first started, the funny part, he just had a contract extension.
When he first started, he was good though. There was this time that when Xavi wanted to shut out Vinicius in a Clasico, Araujo and he played too, and he used to do it well.
And you remember what we said about 3 past podcasts, we'll talk about world-class player.
Yes.
What was the simple definition I gave? Week in, week out, monthly, consistent. You must be consistent.
It's not that. We're not saying is that. It's not that. It's not that. So probably we should not expect.
You know John Terry when he used to play central?
That's not. Please. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. I don't like to. We cannot. Let's not bring. No, let's even not bring them.
How old is John Terry when he started?
They know they're the same sets.
Mounting the central defense for Chelsea.
Let's move on.
Even my own Joseph Yobo, who played that place more than him.
No. We know that. So let us move further down. I want to look at the Barcelona. I need to give Barcelona players their flowers also.
Sure. No, definitely they play very well.
Eric Garcia played right back. By trade, Eric Garcia is a central back.
Yeah.
Gerard Martin has come in to represent Alejandro Balde.
Mm-hmm.
He's an academy boy. Because Barcelona has some, although you can attribute it that because they don't see money to spend, so they have to depend on La Masia graduates. But for the fact that they have the confidence to play 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, and those boys are delivering.
Those are the risks.
Yes, those are the risks. Gerard Martin comes and plays in the first half.
Alex Ferguson did it.
Yes, with the 92 boy academy.
Yes, man, when he brought in Beckham and Cole,
yes, Nicky Bolts and yes, all of them. So Eric Garcia and Gerard Martin had a shocker in the first half. And they come into the second half, and those guys contributed in Barcelona's comeback.
Yeah.
Garcia scored the first goal from a Gerard Martin cross. Gerard Martin also assisted the almost goal, if I'm not mistaken. We talk of the likes of Lamine Yamal also. That was there. Pedri, your boy.
Yeah. Pedri is a very good player. Yamal is a very good player, but I just have one issue with Yamal. He hold on to the ball for too long.
Do you think so?
I
don't think I saw that.
No. See,
that's the discussion for another day.
Let me leave that. That's discussion for another day. Like he said.
Okay.
You understand? See, Barca, what I see there, Hansi Flick is a very good coach, a world-class coach. But you know, nobody's above mistake.
Yeah.
You scored.
You're leading 3-2.
86 or 86, 89.
You're leading 3-2.
86.
It is 86 minutes.
Yes. Discipline your highlight.
What stops you
from protecting leads?
Game management. Sealing up that defense. Game management. You have people that can hold the ball. You have people that can dance with the ball. You have people that can do samba with the ball. You have people that can romance the ball. So why don't you call Pedri on the sideline, guy, rove with the ball like a wiper in the car. 86 minutes.
Yes, game management.
These people inter-equalize, like it's a game management. You know?
So Lodenis.
So coaches make mistakes.
Yeah, I wanted to pick it up from there. So I know you've always been, it has always been your mantra. Each time you always talk about game management. So Hansi Flick has come into this Barcelona team and has introduced a high line. That high line has worked most times, and when it's to be exploited, it is being exploited. Correct. You understand? So what could Hansi Flick have done different, leading 3-2 at the 86th minute? What could they have done different in that game?
Just like you have said, game management. Tell your boys they are vulnerable because they will come out gongo.
Yeah.
You just knock the ball when you see take your chances. Just knock the ball, walk there. You can hold on this. It is in your DNA.
Yeah.
Ball possession.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be in a hurry to get the fourth goal. Knock this ball. Wind down the clock. If possible, make changes too.
Yeah.
That will just wind down the clock. Not you going to look for a sucker punch.
At 86 minutes.
No.
And football match is 19 minutes. And 5 minutes extra time.
Exactly. So roughly look at 10 minutes.
Because you know, we used to say that some coaches live and die by their philosophy. See,
it does not work anymore. Even if your eye line 86 minutes, 3-2, one goal advantage.
So you want him to ask his players to sit
deep. You
want him to tell his players to sit deep, to move away from his philosophy.
You don't need to sit deep. You can touch this ball, you knock it around.
That's the samba I'm talking about. You rove with the ball, you samba the ball around yourself.
That is what
the time
ought to have done.
And you like he said, it's in their DNA. They know how to hold the ball. Have you watched this guy play ball before? Carlos Valderrama of Colombia.
Number 10, their captain.
Man.
Yeah. Just knock this ball.
You play with the ball.
Knock this ball.
Yes, there are plenty of things to discuss more on rap in this game, but we're hard pressed for time. We need to move on quickly to the next fixture: PSG versus Arsenal, Paris Saint-Germain versus Arsenal FC. That game ended 2-1. So were we expecting anything different from that game? I'm not sure what to say, but when Arsenal entered into that game, the first 10-15 minutes, you could see how they came with so much energy, and you could see they were pressing monsters, press PSG and force some mistakes. And there was something that surprised me in their approach to the game when they had throw-ins. Your man, no party, was rolling out long throws like already the lap of Stoke City. I don't know if it was set piece coach that said you should be doing that one. He will roll the ball into his shirt and clean.
It's part of the game.
You not do this long throw.
He's a legend.
No, be sincere. That was their game plan. What was their game plan? Their game plan is the next 20 minutes.
Let us get
Yes.
Let's
get the goal.
PSG.
Okay.
But that is where coaches comes in. The first 20 minutes, you try to unsettle these people, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Change the pattern. Change the pattern, but he didn't change the pattern. He still continue like that. Before you know, PSG gradually
Grew into the game.
grew into the game. The moment they grew into the game, they started holding the ball. Navs, Betiha, and co.
Yeah.
They started romancing the ball. Odegaard lost.
We'll get there. So, please, save it for the last. We will go small.
No, because the body, I won't begin talking.
No, we'll get there. But then it's 2-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. PSG 46% possession. Arsenal 54. 11 shots for PSG, 6 on target. 19 shots for Arsenal, 4 on targets. Let us start from Ousmane Dembele. He didn't start the game.
Yes.
He has 25 goals in 25 games in 2025. 8 goals, 4 assists in the Champions League. Fabian Ruiz scored a cracking goal.
Wow.
Man.
His first goal in probably 4 years, if I'm not mistaken, or his first Champions League goal too, if I'm not mistaken, also I'm not sure. But he scored a cracking goal.
That was beautiful.
The way he controlled that ball and shifted Gabriel Martinelli, our would-be, hopefully world-class player one day.
Okay, I don't insult your class.
No, the time CD. Na small picking. He can grow into being world class.
They left hand for old age.
Oh yeah, wait. You are too harsh. Your criticism.
No.
Yeah, wait.
Don't they use Martinelli?
I don't think you go let Arsenal fans boycott us for this album.
No, football. Why would they boycott us? Not football.
Oh, they analyze. So Dennis, let me continue. Fabregas scored this cracking goal. I didn't know he had that in his locker.
Sure. Fabian is a very good player now. That control alone took, in fact, nobody go out and even look at the control.
God.
The control just turned that player to dummy.
Martinelli, lack of awareness, he made it so easy.
You praise the person when put that football, when display a football IQ. Leave Martinelli. The match pending because I was expecting a surprise.
Yeah, it was too.
I was poised for a surprise.
Yeah,
but you forget the fact that Arsenal lost. They were eliminated. With that match, you would see the importance of Thomas Partey. Because just like we said in the last podcast, we said the availability of Thomas Partey will give that liberty for Declan Rice to rove.
Yeah.
And that was what happened. He got the first chance, the header that he didn't. Probably there was no force. The ball went over, but by and large they did their best. They met a very strong team. They will go back home and go back to the drawing board, look where they need to augment, get players, and they did their best.
So going on, we're talking about key mentions in the game. So you've just spoken about Fabian Ruiz. There's Hakimi too, who scored again yesterday.
Yeah.
I look at right backs in world football, and I dare to say I could rank Achraf Hakimi as number 1 right back in the world currently, based on form. I can't think of any other right back who's better than him currently. I don't know if you want to help me in world football, as far as club football is concerned.
This right back of a team, was originated in 1994 World Cup.
Okay.
By Carlos Alberto Herrera of Brazil.
Okay, the coach of the Brazilian national team.
When they came with that formation, Brazil has played in several after 1970. They didn't win World Cup.
Yes.
They tried all part that they didn't win. So the man came with that formation. His captain there, Rai.
Rai or Dunga?
No, Rai was the original captain of that team.
Okay.
Rai was the original captain.
Okay.
Let me lecture you there. He was the original captain of that team.
Okay.
He started that tournament.
Okay.
So Rai was the captain.
Okay.
So what was Rai doing? Rai, because you need that position, that right back and left back.
Yes.
It's an energy sapping
role.
Yeah. So Rai, that formation started in 1994. Anybody can quote me. I will take any person on. So he started that formation.
Yeah.
That right back is like somebody playing, traditionally,
Yeah.
you get right back, you get number 7.
Yeah.
So that formation Carlos Alberto brought, he synced the number 7 and number 11 to the midfield.
Correct.
They will jump at the midfield. Why? The right back and the left back will roll that row.
Yeah, that
Yes.
line.
Wrong.
So they helped me with this Brazilian left back then. Branco
Yeah.
Yes,
Carlos
was
Branco.
playing that wing.
Yeah.
2 of them was doing that work. So why Bebeto, Donga and Co
Choke the midfield.
choke the midfield? They will swallow in the midfield. So these 2 people were playing that way. So that was where people saw that formation from, and they bought that formation. This one that they use now, they say 3 defender. That is the man that started it.
Yeah.
So that was where people.
Scolari to use it in Korea, Japan. So,
I'm telling you the origin of that right back, playing as right back and as traditionally number 7. So that's where people saw it from, and a lot of coaches, some coaches who have faith, bought into that formation.
Okay.
And started before not any player the player move.
Sure.
Yes, no, he was
Not be player,
energetic.
Yeah.
not be player when
He must have pace.
he must have pace and everything.
Okay.
You see the work of Dumfries, you see the work of Hakimi.
Yeah.
So that is their work.
But back to my question, like I was asking both of you, I'm saying
On a very good day, I will not pick
Hakimi as
ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold.
But Hakimi is more balanced than Trent. If you talk about somebody who can do going forward and being steady at the back. Hakimi is more steadier
I'll pick
than Trent.
Trent.
Yes, going forward, Trent might have something slightly ahead of Hakimi, but Hakimi is no slouch too. But let me
I will pick Hakimi because Vinicius don't to dribble Trent Alexander-Arnold, so I will not pick him. He don't to dribble.
Gary Neville did a dream on to winning day.
Okay, fine. Okay,
You
so
know, we mention Gary Neville because during the time a lot of right back plenty when better pass him.
true. Okay, so there was Vitinha who lost the penalty in that game. Gigi Donnarumma.
That penalty now. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know how that kind of penalty could be trial. Wait, work, come play ball like a 10-year-old.
To me, I see that penalty like somebody who is not serious.
I didn't even see.
No. If I'm the coach, I will go angry with him. If we have lost that match,
Yes, sir.
I will ask him from that team.
That will be the last time
He will play penalty
for my team.
How can you go and play penalty as if when something is at stake? Not that it's the League One that you have won already.
To dampen the morale of Arsenal.
So we've spoken about Vitinha. Gigi Donnarumma took him leaps and bounds in that fixture. You know, I think Gigi Donnarumma. Yeah. I think over the course of the Champions League this year, he has really stepped up. And there's favorite Georgian Kivica Kvaratskhelia. That guy.
Now, Sime go fit help you pronounce that name well because they asked him to pronounce that name for us.
Kivica Kvaratskhelia. That boy can play football.
No, he's a good player.
That boy can play football.
You know, in our last podcast,
I'm gonna compare that guy with Gabriel Martinelli now.
No, na insult. Na insult.
Martinelli first that boy come outside.
That guy na Georgian Messi.
Martinelli first that boy come outside.
No be how far now. No be you say you first me come. Now what you can do on the field of
just
play.
like what I talked in our last episode, I said, you know, you ask a question, who will be the key man in PSG? You know, I mentioned his name.
Yeah.
That guy has improved a lot.
Yeah.
The style of his play when he was in Napoli is different from his style of play now.
Yeah.
When he was in Napoli, he hold on to the ball for too long. But this time around, he dribble one, he pass. He dribble one, he knocks. You see that goal he almost scored that hit the bar.
Yeah.
So the guy is a fine player anytime, any day.
So
and
Sakato came.
He missed.
Yes, he missed a sitter. But he scored the first goal.
No, he tried.
Martin Odegaard.
It's a flash in the pan.
Where you pick that one from which dictionary? Arsenal fans will not like this thing you said. He's their captain. That boy is a 16-year-old prodigy from Norway. Made his youngest debutant. I've forgotten his Stromogo set. I did they buy him from? I can't remember where which academy he came from in Norway. He was the youngest debutant in the Norwegian national team. From there, he went to Real Madrid. He has played in the likes of Heerenveen, Vitesse, Sociedad, then Arsenal. Is Arsenal's captain?
Correct.
Let me ask you something.
But
do you think Martin Odegaard has reached his ceiling?
Does he have a ceiling?
This guy was born last year. This guy was born last year. Because you start to make an excuse for him that for as far as Arsenal is concerned, he has done the injury.
After the injury, he came back after like 3 months, and he has not been himself.
He has not been himself.
No, he has. No. I'm coming. If you watch, let me digress now to Inter.
Okay.
First half, you will pity Donnarumma.
Okay.
You will think, is it the same Donnarumma that I know in RB Leipzig?
Leipzig, yeah.
Is it the same Donnarumma that I know in Spanish national team?
Yeah.
He was not confident of himself. But in the second half, he came into the game and scored a powerful header. So football is like that. Some people, even if you look at one Nicola Jackson also, it's like that.
Yeah.
But I will not write Odegaard off because before the injury, it was okay.
Okay.
After the injury, maybe he lacked confidence, but the league is almost
ending.
Maybe when he comes back after the break, maybe he will play pre-season and all that. I believe he will still come back. I will not write off Odegaard.
They say class is permanent.
Form is temporary. So now just form issues.
Odegaard, fine. That's not to him. But my annoyance now when they begin return with the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Bruno Fernandes. No. Odegaard, see.
Not even the Bernardo Silvas.
The person.
The people when return, it depends on their level.
The person when go.
Maybe they look stats.
The person when go assist Bukayo Saka to take Arsenal to the promised land. It's not Martin Odegaard.
But they've been combining before now.
For second position, Abi?
No,
they've been combining to get second
last season,
position.
they like Batman and Robin. They combine.
They combine.
Yes, now all the attacking play goes through both of them now.
And they ended up second position. This is.
I just believe in in August after the prelim and some friendly matches in the prelim before the league will start. I believe he will step up his game. I still see. He's a potential player. I still see a lot of good things will come out of him.
He has not reached his ceiling.
No.
He has not reached his peak.
He's a young boy now.
Okay, I want to have hope. Because I used to have this running with Arsenal fans, and I tell them Martin Odegaard will never survive in Real Madrid. He will never make it to the top in a team like Real Madrid.
I want to ask you a question. Is Adaguliak a good player? I want to ask you.
He has it in him.
He has it in him.
Yes.
He has the potential.
He's a young boy.
Odegaard is small picking.
Odegaard.
He's like 24.
Odegaard came and I believe you should give him his flower.
Yeah.
Where the flower?
No.
Where you want plug
No. Making him a captain of that team.
Okay.
People get this thing wrong.
It's not easy.
Captain means the first among equals.
You understand?
You are not the best. For the fact that you are the captain, you are not the best player in that squad.
I agree with you.
Odegaard.
Yes.
To me, I will not give up on Odegaard yet because I have seen him play.
Nobody.
I know. I know what I saw in him.
See,
nobody. He has the talent.
The ability to control.
Does he have the mentality? That's grit. Say, I won't drag this team.
I want to ask you a question. How was Odegaard last season?
He did well. He did well.
What did I say here? I said after the injury.
Wait, see, people.
Maybe he lack confidence.
No, see, wait first.
Wait. Let the season end.
Let him at this point.
Let the season end.
Yes.
Let him rest. Go for prelim. When the league starts. See, he knows. Calm down. I'm not a coach or a pundit that we rate a player in one season. He knows. I will always say it. I remember when.
No.
Just
3 or 4.
But he has been playing very well.
Just this.
I want to define a player by when it matters most. I want to see you for there. I want you to come.
Well, you will not understand.
We don't reflect man. Declan Rice. Shebi collect man of the match against Madrid man. They will score for this match now. Then cook am.
No, see, the first leg.
But you know, sir, I tell you, see,
second
these
leg.
boys them, Arsenal. That's why I say, I don't want, I don't want to come outside when you were asking me a question about this Arsenal PSG, because in my head, I did think how those boys, those PSG boys, the whole ball. I did think how they dance with ball. I did think how they talk to ball. I did think how they control ball. You understand? So, if I don't see Declan Rice for this match, it's not a surprise to me. If I don't see Odega, it's not a surprise to me.
Declan Rice is £100 million buy.
No, Declan Rice. No. You know, he showed himself.
Okay.
No, he showed himself
Okay.
now. He showed himself.
Okay.
He did the
What he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Martin Odegaard. Chat. I don't want to talk again.
Okay, it's fine. Well, Dennis, the next segment is for you. Mikel Arteta has had 5 full seasons with Arsenal Football Club.
First,
I mean,
no. Blessing, they always want to make idea.
No.
Lambasta snaps.
No. The two the body me you bury for backyard. I want me to lay come outside for you. Because if me and you dey for backyard, you go waste it. We can tell that is a fraud. I can quote the
Very beautiful star. Over 750 million.
I don't know how much you don't spend.
Over
How many
750
seasons
million
has Mikel Arteta spent in Arsenal?
6.
6. And this is his 5th. That's 6. Did he start from the beginning?
No,
he
he
took it
came in December.
from Mary or thereabout. So he has had 5 full seasons after then.
Yes.
I just learned from a friend of mine who's an Arsenal fan today that in his first 6 months he won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
And since that FA Cup, he has won nothing. Mikel Arteta after the game came in his post-match briefing to say the best team
Lost.
How blasphemous. God, that's a blasphemy. And the best team lost because he beat Yes. Let me throw in this.
Go through that one.
Wait. In the last 4 seasons, every team that has Real Madrid has either won the Champions League or any team that has beaten them has won the Champions League. Chelsea with UCL, then the year that Benzema won the Ballon d'Or, Madrid won. City that won, then the one of last season. So in the last one, how can Arsenal avoid that I was rooting for? So when I don't win Madrid, that's the hard part. Go ahead and win the Champions League. Only for Arteta to come out and make such a blasphemous statement that the best team in how? From where? They never beat any big team this year apart from Real Madrid. I mean, in Champions League, we should have PSG when they beat.
They beat PSG now. It's already group stage.
2-0. Not just that. No, there's so much I want to speak about than Arsenal. So you say he's a fraud after 750 million?
No, Arteta really.
If you're an Arsenal for this table, you go look for him for eye, tell us say.
I will put finger for your eyes. He made for January they buy attacker. He did they go buy
Merino.
He carry Sterling. Where the Sterling dey?
You know, maybe just lost the belief in. So
wait, Luis Enrique for January carry Karachilia. Him carry Sterling. Luis Enrique replay Karachilia. Sterling dey bench.
Somebody, a friend of mine was throwing this in, and he said, he's an Arsenal fan, he was ranting. He said, this guy in 5 full seasons, look at Anslot in his first season, he has won something. For Sekoglu, in 2 seasons, he's in the final of the Europa League. He mentioned Amorim in the half season. I mean, he's in the Maresca. He even mentioned the Maresca. Say how Arteta in 5 full seasons, nothing to show.
FA Cup and Community Shield, Emirates Cup.
I mean,
But actually,
wait. I need to let me because this now here we will finish this show. This Arteta matter. Arsenal squad, you mentioned it. Arsenal squad depth and the lack of number 9. Is it Arteta's fault? Now would they buy player for Arsenal? But now would they talk saying that this player will go buy? We make Arsenal not feel invest in a proper number 9.
But actually, really, I would blame Arteta for their woe in this Champions League. Okay. Because, like he said in January, I was expecting Arteta to buy Watkins.
Watkins.
He went for Watkins at 29. you know, not be when you price player, immediately they will second take. But first of all, do shakara to beat, to hook, to jack up the price.
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, he relax. Duran left also another top
to Saudi Arabia.
To Saudi Arabia. You were there watching.
Nasri.
You know, you see, everybody that works with Pep Guardiola only have that mentality.
So they won't play with first 9. No striker,
no striker. May they just touch the ball around.
So they convert Havertz to 9. Anyway, Havertz, well, they play 9 sometimes.
Havertz was not.
It's not a proper 9.
It's not a proper.
But he's an attacker.
It's because Chelsea, as at that time,
yes, we took it.
Lack number 9. So Tuchel has no choice than to push him, which he delivered for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So apart from that, if you watch coaches when don't work on that Pep, they get that mentality. It's in their philosophy. I can play without a natural number 9. And which Pep did for years, you know, win Champions League until he brought in Haaland.
You're right.
And he won that Champions League.
Yeah, you're right.
So I will blame Arteta for this, but I'm not saying he's not a good coach.
5 years.
Hold on. See, how do you rate a coach?
I have to put it in.
How many years?
5 years.
Alex Ferguson, that they took Alex Ferguson to win Premiership.
Football is a brutal business now. Nobody has.
No, I'm asking, how many years did they take Alex Ferguson to win Premiership?
But football is brutal now because of the amount of investment that goes into it. Boards, presidents, and fans are no longer patient.
I agree with you.
He has had 5 full seasons with Arsenal.
Edu left. We don't know the controversy why he left. Arsenal should change their scout.
They brought in a new sporting director, that one Andre Beta.
Not the scout be the problem.
They spend money to buy player now. They didn't buy the right player now.
Like I said,
even if you don't have a proper number 9, why not go to the academy and pick a number 9
in the game?
They had Obi. Well, that's Obi to go to mine. Continue.
In the game, the playing system.
Yeah.
I will still rate Arteta. He has tried. But
how long? If you're the owner of Arsenal Football Club, how long will you stay hold on? Will you let Arteta hold on to this job? See, I spent 5.5 seasons.
It depends on the vision and mission of the club.
Okay.
Yeah?
Now, put it. You are the owner of Arsenal Football Club. You are the owner of Arsenal Football Club. How long are you going to be patient?
No.
Wenger with his 20
Are they there for the profit or they are there for the glory?
They'll be NGO.
Arsene Wenger with his legendary status with Arsenal Football Club, after over 20 years, the fans got tired of him and they were actually singing for him.
Even in Emery.
Of course.
Emery don't even last.
Yeah.
So how long? You're Arsenal FC's president. How long are you going to wait for?
I'm not the president yet.
You are the president. How long are you going to wait? How long? 5 years without a trophy?
No.
I don't know about the 750. Let me for some 500 million spent.
I cannot put myself in that shoe. I cannot put myself
for him.
No. See, coaching job. I'm looking at the play generally.
Okay.
Like, see, where he committed blunder, I've said it all.
Okay.
I blame him for not going for a striker.
Okay. When
Grebe Jesus, and so I blame him. How can you sit down? They give you Jesus and Nketiah. Nketiah is a young boy. You allow Nketiah to go. And you carry Jesus when you know say it's an injury pro player. So those are the blunders. That's the only way I will blame Arteta.
I think we've overflogged Arteta's issue. I did happy that you have passed through, even though you don't stop it in your mind. So if make ask, you say this guy could name man, you don't fling and throw it since I mean.
We start.
Amori never use 1 year now.
How many matches you don't win?
Even on Chelsea, you not fling.
How many years?
That's what I tell you. Say it depends on what did the club want. Chelsea does not gamble.
He's a club legend now, so they give him time.
So, but they don't give Lampard time now.
How is that?
They fling Lampard. Lampard are best friend to Abramovich. He fling and throw it.
Even for it was Abramovich the president.
Abramovich Saka brought in Tuchel. Even for Saka, also for AC Milan, they fling and throw it.
So Luis Enrique now has a chance of winning his second treble in 10 years. He did that with Barcelona in 2014-15, where he won the treble. Barcelona. He's on the verge of winning another treble with PSG. You know, and the irony of this is that he lets Kylian, or not that he lets, Kylian Mbappe left for free.
Yeah.
He chose to leave PSG.
That was a very big
mistake. Trying to chase Champions League glory with Real Madrid. Just like it reminds me of when Benitez won the Champions League with Liverpool in 04-05. Owen left Liverpool that year to go to Madrid, and Liverpool now won the Champions League. So the same thing. So these are the kind of things. The way you've always said it about Luis Enrique. The way he has taken the last 2 to 3 years to build that team with players. Not really of known quantity, but the quality is there. He has made them a cohesive unit. They are playing good, scintillating football. I dare say that they played the best football in Champions League this season.
Sure.
This season. So now compare. If we want to look at comparing the likes of PSG's team with the likes of Arsenal team in terms of player for player and quality, I think there's
a sharp difference.
Are you sure it's sharp?
Sharp.
I don't want to use the word golf in class, but golf seems to be high. Maybe
no, it's the same thing, literally.
Because when sometimes I feel that we're whipping the Arsenal club.
No, be with you. What do you see? They talk.
We have to say it the way it is. We have to say it the way. That's them.
You see that Ruiz goal, like he said. The goal, don't look at the goal, look at the ball control. Look his body language. See the way he controls the ball.
That guy.
And the control.
Took out Martinelli, please.
One hand. And he wiped the ball.
Quickly, in one sentence. PSG Inter Milan on May 31st in the Allianz Arena. That is Bayern's home stadium in Germany. In one sentence. Who do you see? One sentence. 2 marks.
Oh. That's why on this desk, say football no be mathematics.
Okay. One sentence. I know me long.
Football, you can't predict football.
I agree.
You can't predict football. That's why we say football no be mathematics. I cannot tell you PSG will be there. I cannot tell you because I've seen matches.
It just has 2 sentences.
Are you putting on that spot?
No. 2 sentences.
Inter will carry the day.
Your Dennis, one. I'll give you one sentence. No, one sentence. I give you one.
See, on that day you're going to see football artistry. On one hand, you're going to be looking at a team that controls.
It's the same way with Barcelona.
2 sentences.
Then on the other hand, you're going to see a team with a very solid defense. So now attack and defense. On that, I know fit predict who will go in because
I will tell you.
Maybe injury if you come about, but we're going to get the best of football on that day.
Full stop. Look, I give my own take. Like I've always said, I think the most rounded team in the Champions League this year has been Inter Milan. They are well equipped in attack and in defense.
With a smash and grab.
No, how dare you say smash and grab? What are they smash and grabbing? No, what is the smash and grab? No, correct me if I'm. No, which one you say? No, now. That is blasphemy. That is blasphemy.
Somebody come with your own plan and say, nah.
No, that's blasphemy.
Wait, what is blasphemy?
What is the smash and grab? Which game is smash and grab?
No worry, we'll
go
discuss that one another day.
No, now. Haba. So I see them carrying the day on that day. Maybe I'm looking at it from 2 seasons ago, where they lost to Man City.
Yeah.
There were a couple of misses of Lukaku.
They were unlucky that day. They were unlucky.
Yes, and this isn't that day again. So, we have to move swiftly to the, not because I find it worthy of discussion.
At the same time, we should give Donnarumma his flower. He tried that. There was one of the match. Seven.
Those two guys.
Yannick Sommer, I forgot to mention him.
Those 2 guys, they've done well.
He says that Yannick Sommer made that game. No.
What are you saying?
Those guys.
No.
They've covered themselves in glory.
I'm telling you.
Okay, so we have to bring an end to our UEFA Champions League segments.
Okay.
So we'll go for a short break and we'll come back. We'll be talking about the Europa League and the UEFA Conference League. Welcome back. So we'll be moving to our to the UEFA Europa League, where the Red Devils of Manchester United, who are 15th in the EPL table managed to wallop. I should not be using the mode to manage and wallop together. Manage to, I'm sorry, I have to use it. Manage to wallop Atletico Bilbao in the San
They give it to the dismantled Atletico
here. Managed to wallop Atletico Bilbao in San Mamés in the first game, 3-0 and came to the Theatre of Dreams. I was surprised. Don't forget to say the Williams brothers no play.
They played the first leg.
Team B, they take on our play. And our man is winning 4-1 on the night. And they won 7-1 on the aggregates.
Give it to Manchester United.
So they won 4-1.
Nobody believe
and they will be able to do
that they will beat Atletico Bilbao in their backyard.
Yeah.
With
the motivation, we say now they will host the final. Someone will think that Bilbao will come and
they came the second leg yesterday, defeated them 4-1. Let's give it to them. They try. Like he said behind the camera that they are the biggest thing at the bottom. And which is true, they are the biggest.
I never said I will not say so.
Okay. So Messi Mount came and he scored 2 goals. I don't know where he came from.
Not just 2 goals, 2 fantastic goals.
And Casemiro, who you guys used to discredit a lot, 5-time Champions League winner with Real Madrid.
They don't even use their mouth to sell the guy already.
Saying no good. He don't finish.
So far, he has done well in Europe. But the overall team, they are struggling.
In the last few weeks, as that guy has really picked it up.
Yes. I agree with you.
And the best press resistant keeper in Onana. I heard that he made an error yesterday too.
No, you wouldn't call that an error, but that was a fantastic goal.
No. See, I watched that clips again. If you watch it very well, you know, in basic coaching, you will tell the keeper move 2 steps before
exactly.
He move 1.
Yeah, 1.
And he understand.
Yeah.
He won't dive and use the 2 hands instead of using 1 hand.
Yeah.
So that was the blunder he committed. To me, he's supposed to move 2 steps.
You're correct. 2 steps and you even use your right hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he went with the 2 hands.
Yeah.
Okay. So Manchester United are in Europa League final.
At the beginning of the game, we struggled because we wanted to containment.
Yes.
Because they are
chasing the game.
They were chasing the game.
So definitely, Man U know that they will come.
So we wanted
the same way Arsenal went to PSG.
We wanted to contain them and wind down the clock.
So,
but they got the first goal. Then Amorim.
So that's analysis they flow for your mouth because now
went into the locker room. Did some pep talk and then
came back and we won 4-1.
2 sweet goals from Messi Mount.
Oh yeah, we don't hear you win. When Coach says Man United are in the Europa League final again, the last one they played was in 2020-21 season when they lost to Villarreal on penalty, 11-10 on penalty. United have 14 games unbeaten in Europe this season.
No, put 14. Just say they are the unbeaten team.
They are 14 games unbeaten in the Europe this season with winning 9 and drawing 5. I have a quick question for you. Manchester United and Liverpool Football Club. Who is the bigger club?
Liverpool.
Manchester United and Liverpool Football Club.
You see, putting us with the likes of Liverpool is
the histories are there.
Yeah,
it's reducing our profile.
Yeah.
We should be ranked with the likes of Real Madrid.
See the level.
You can never be ranked with Real Madrid. How many Champions League did Man U have?
How much then?
3 or 4.
How many then get?
I don't even remember again.
3.
They get 3. Liverpool get 6.
Liverpool get 6 or 7.
Wait, are we here to discuss who is bigger?
Liverpool is a bigger team.
No, he asked me a question.
And I'm asking the same question.
I answered.
Yes.
You should be discussing our exploit in the Europa League.
Liverpool has 47 trophies. Man United has 44. And hopefully they win the Europa League.
72 teams has competed in Europe this season.
Tottenham is beating them. I've told them already. I said, Man U will qualify for final. Tottenham will
put your money.
Ange Postecoglou has said you should judge him after his second season. He has never gone
unbeaten. Without a trophy.
Without a trophy in the second season.
We'll crucify him this season.
Coach has been saying that we should watch out for Tottenham.
Okay, Tottenham has beaten them this year 3 times or 4 times.
And that Tottenham that we are afraid that Bodo Glimt might spring a surprise, went to Norway
and beat
2-0.
No problem. They've done well. They too, they are struggling in the league.
And they are having majority of the players have come back. The likes of Mickey van der Ven, Romero.
Did you see the header yesterday? That first goal.
I didn't see it.
No problem, no wahala.
Let us move quickly to the. So make I ask you, no long thing I beg. Just on the points. Manchester United, Tottenham.
We'll beat them.
For Samames, Bilbao. Because of that win, let's go Bilbao.
Which question
We'll
you ask? It's like you asking a Nigerian politician which political party is the best. He will tell you his present political party is the best.
Okay. Coach Sars.
Sir.
UEFA Europa Conference League between Chelsea versus Jogardin. Chelsea used Team C play that match.
Who is
Team C?
Kopama play?
Dewsbury have been a Dewsbury. Now he scored a winning goal. That team said they fully used play that match now. They win 1-0.
You see that our young player.
That striker,
Reggie West.
Okay, I don't see that one.
He's a fine player. He's just like Oscar.
Okay.
But like I told you in the last podcast, I thought it's a done and dusted game.
Okay, but you'll be playing a Real Betis side, coached by La Engineero Manuel Pellegrini, who has his first degree in civil engineering. That's why he's nicknamed La Engineero. He has won the Premier League. He has won the Premier League with Man City Football Club.
Yeah, correct.
You remember the season that Villarreal got to the semi-final that had the like of one Roman Riquelme playing at 10. He was the coach of that Villarreal side. Based on that performance,
he's a veteran.
Yes.
It's a veteran.
He has coached Malaga. Coach Malaga now is in Real Betis.
Like
with rejuvenated players like
informed
Anthony
the
when they throw away for Man, that guy is having the game of his life in Real Betis with Isco, Francisco Alacon, former ex-Real Madrid player there. Then many more players are in Real Betis side. They beat Fiorentina yesterday. No, they draw. It was a draw. 2-1 regular time, then 2-3 in the extra time, and it was a 4-3 aggregate. Coach Sars, Betis Chelsea. Are you worried?
No, I cannot be worried.
Are you serious? Even at days in a civil engineer, they coach Betis.
No, give it to Pellegrini. He has been there. It's like the Godfather. After Ranieri in coaching, he has been there. Okay. So you should even write a book, about coaching. Okay. So don't take that away from him. But Chelsea will shock.
You see Chelsea?
Nothing like shock. If you beat them, they'll be shocked.
So
because Olympic passed them.
Okay, so they are condemned. Like you always say that they are condemned to win the.
They just need to. If they don't win,
no. Chelsea will beat them.
So if Chelsea wins them, Chelsea happens to be the team that has won the whole UEFA sets.
Yeah.
If we win, we'll go.
That is the record we want to.
I don't look forward to watching the Man U game because
you don't get choice.
Because Manchester did 15 for table. Tottenham did 16. Listen to Wenger's argument. I had to say go day 50. Say if you win the Europa League, qualify automatically for the Europa League. Why? But it's illogical. That
it's very correct.
That a team that comes 15th in the Premier League wins the Europa and is in the Champions League.
It's just like Leicester City now winning Europa. And they are relegated, tell them to come and play Champions League.
It's the same thing. It's no difference.
I disagree with you guys.
But convince us.
No, I cannot
convince us. No, convince us in 30 seconds.
No. Maybe the next podcast we'll dedicate time.
Okay.
We'll dissect.
Let's leave it.
We'll dissect.
Yeah, we'll dissect it.
Yeah, we'll dissect it.
It is you and I against one now.
No problem. I'm ready for you guys.
No problem. With these viewers, thank you for sticking with us. Please, we would like for you to follow us on all our social media channels on Facebook. We are there as Football is Not Mathematics. We are also on TikTok, Instagram. Follow us, Football is Not Mathematics. Please like, follow, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Coach Sars, for being on the show.
Like I always say, time is not always our friend when we discuss football on this stage.
I wish we could continue to you.
Thank you for.
Lord Dennis, thank you for being here once again.